Hello and welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name is Jeanette and this is going to be your weekly reading for May 24th to May 30th. And that's going to include the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on Wednesday. Well, I think it is here in the UK anyway. So please check that video out. There'll be more messages there for you. And then it will include, because we're in the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde now, and we have been for, well, it will be 2 weeks this Sunday. Will it be Sunday? Can't remember. But anyway, it'll be the 29th. Yeah, the 29th that we go fully into Mercury retrograde. I'm going to be doing a reading for that after this. A bit of a delay on getting this out. I don't know about you, but the Mercury retrogrades hit me already with my camera. It's a new phone, and I'm happy with the camera, everything. But I got, well, without going fully into it, I got a new one about 3 months ago because of the storage and having more storage. And I'm back to where I was when I started 3 months ago with the same problem. So anyway, we're trying to sort it out. I literally had to lose everything to be able to record these videos. But hopefully they're sorted out. But yeah, so Mercury retrograde definitely playing its part in my life. So let me know in the comments below if it's how it's affecting you, and we'll see what it comes up with the when I do the reading in a minute. Well, after this reading. So let's take a look at see what Archangel Michael, his message for us this week. And I'm not too sure what's going on with my YouTube, because it seems to be the same views every week, and it looks like YouTube isn't recommending my videos and that, which is fair enough. I mean, it's you know, they do it via the algorithms and whatever. So I might not be doing the weekly readings and might just stay with the new moon and full moon. But we'll see. Let's take a look. See what Archangel Michael wants to say for this week ahead. Decide to be happy now. Lovely. So what Archangel Michael is saying to us this week, I don't know if we had this one not so long ago. I can't remember. But what he's saying to us this week is that, you know, we can't control what's going on in the outer world, okay? And you can't control what goes on with other people and their lives. And, you know, you can only be focused on you and what you need to be doing, where you need to be, etc. You can plant seeds, you can speak your truth, which will be that Sag lunar eclipse. You can speak your truth, you know, and be true to yourself, but you have no say in how somebody's going to react to you when you speak your truth, you know, because they have their own filters and, you know, how they see something, or how, if they're triggered, then, you know, that's the way it is. Yes, we can present what you need to say in a loving, kind way, but at the end of the day, it still has to be the truth. So Archangel Michael is saying, don't rely on other people to make you happy, you know, whether they need to be acting in a certain way or whatever it is. He's saying, you know, don't rely on that. Don't rely what's going on in the outer world, because there's big changes. I don't know about you, but, you know, the ascension symptoms for me definitely are affecting my sacral center. yeah, the root as well, and the solar plexus, but mainly that one, and yeah, solar plexus as well. But yeah, it's definitely the earthly chakras that's going on for me, because for my past life, for my south node, it was Pisces. It's Pisces, so that's all about spirituality and and mastering that and knowing that. In this lifetime, my north node is in Virgo, so it's all about practicality, earthly things, doing earthly things, and that. Not to say that I can't do this, but you've got to bring things down to a very practical level. So yeah, he's saying don't allow anything or anybody outside of yourself to decide your happiness for you. You decide to be happy now. So for this week, no matter what's going to be going on in your personal life, in your collective, out in the collective, if you hear things, etc., you decide to be happy now, because it's very important around this Sagittarius lunar eclipse. So maybe you want to do rituals or whatever, and 3 days before, 3 days after, but it's very important. There's going to be like a portal or a gateway, showing me like the light shining through. So they're saying that we have a chance. They're giving us like a chance, an opportunity to raise our vibration around this time. So why they're saying that is don't let other people dampen your light down. Don't let them. I can't remember who used to say it, but they used to say, if my light's too bright for you, then swearing they would go and wear a pair of sunglasses, because you're not to dim your own light. You're to shine your light brightly. And so they're saying around this on Wednesday, here in the UK it is, then do everything you can to raise your vibration. They're going to support you. They're going to lift you up. And it's all about the ascension. And then you're going to come, it's like going through a tunnel, and they're showing me like the train tunnel, and like it's all dark, but you can always see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see where it's going. But yeah, sometimes it's hard when it's like the birthing canal, you're going down there, but you can keep your focus on the light ahead, they're saying. And it once you come out that tunnel, the brightness, the light is just beaming down. He's saying for the week ahead. So, and then you'll feel as though you're living in another sort of dimension, and even though people around you are still on that other dimension, and you're still living together, but it will just appear differently to you. So yeah, he's saying, do decide to be happy now. Don't wait for the future. You do whatever it is, and that can be anything. You get your bliss, you get your pleasure from the small things in life, and you treasure that, and you be in the moment. It's basically saying be in the moment. All we have is now, and that's when your intuition is strongest. Is now, in the moment, in the present time. So let's see what these cards would like to say. I'll just check, make sure that's. Yeah, otherwise I won't be a happy bunny. Let's have a look, see what the Angel Tarot would like to say. Yeah, the truth is definitely going to be coming out, and just be seeing it on a collective level. Oh, lovely. The Six of Pentacles, so generosity. So that can be either way, but it feels like there's, for some reason, you probably can't see it, but that looks like a a person, or like a small person with a pair of trousers on, and their arms, and like a hat on. But even that, you can see the light shooting out of his crown, or her crown, or he's receiving it, she's receiving it. But yeah, so they're saying it's all about give and take, you know. The light that's coming through each of these pentacles is even. There's not more for one than there is another. And so it's like either you'll be in a position to be generous to other people, or if it's your turn, you know, what you've given out and how you've supported others, etc. Especially if it comes under, you know, financially, if there's been the Five of Pentacles, where there's been a lack, through no fault of your own, you know, because just sometimes on a soul contract level, we need to go through these experiences to appreciate that. We live in a dual world. So, you know, you have to experience lack to appreciate the generosity. Or if you've been generous, you know, and not experienced lack. So it could be going either way for some people. But yeah, this is all about give and take. So the theme for the week ahead is decide to be happy now, and what you've been given out, you're going to be receiving. It's not that you've given out to gain something back. This feels like energy from the past, and it's like rewards, because this is somebody being generous to you, or you being generous to somebody else, or it will play out in, you know, maybe a member in your family, etc. But it's abundance, you know. So, and it's about flow. And if it's not about that, if it's not about the financial situation, then it will be about energy, because money and love is the same energy. And this when the Six of Pentacles come out, it's like being in a relationship where there is give and take. You know, it's not just all one-sided unrequited love, you know, because that's what unrequited love is. It means that somebody's in the relationship that's not giving. The three coins are not balanced. One is and the other one isn't, because they're not on the same page for some reason or another. But it looks like blessings are coming in, and you know, it's a time of generosity. And then we've got the Angel of Enlightenment, which is the tarot card, and Tower card in the tarot. And it's interesting that this one's like man-made. It's because this really comes under like institutions and corporations and things that have been built on a foundation of not so good energy. You know, it can be greed or lies or deceit or things like that. And that's why it's so shocking, because, you know, something can only be built up so far, because this is ground level, and then each brick and each row, it can only be built up so far, and then that foundation is gonna crumble, you know, and the lightning strike is like from the heavens. It's from you know, like a shock of some kind, and it can literally be lightning, you know, and you know, so if there is any storms about, because we're having weird weather here, if there is storms about, then obviously, you know, you'd be careful around any such things about storms and lightning and things like that. But it can also be like the foundations of a home, that sort of thing. But it comes under some news or something shocking that's being revealed. Now, if it's not on a personal level, then this could be happening on a collective level because of, we're all a part of the collective. So, and we do, like I said, that Sagittarius energy is about the truth being exposed. And I don't know about you, but I can see that happening in the world. Things that, have been covered up or is been told to be one way, and it hasn't been. The truth, is coming out now and being spilt. And but sometimes this is a good one because it is next to the. It doesn't always have to be in a negative sense. Sometimes this is like having the rug pulled from under your feet, and so it's a shock. You think something is going one way, and then it isn't. Out of the blue, something changes. But because we've got the generosity next to it, that can be, like us being shocked or surprised about a gift that somebody is like a benefactor. Angel of Peace. And we've got two major arcanas this week. So we've got the Temperance, and the Temperance next to that is like saying this is about give and receive, and like a win-win. And the Temperance is about that, and the Temperance does come under Sagittarius. So this is very much about what's going on. So but something has to come to light, for change to happen. So whether that's personally for you or whether that's happening, out in the world. But the Angel of Peace is the Temperance, and that's what it's about. And it's funny how I've got peace and joy, believe in miracles on the stones here. So it feels like that can be like enlightenment is like a eureka moment. It's like the light bulb moment. It's like seeing something. And so maybe there's going to be people waking up to, the truth about their lives, about life itself. And this is an alchemical process. This is something that's like transforming something from one thing to another, turning the lead into gold. And it's very alchemical. High vibrations to this ascension, and maybe we will be feeling the effects of that, and definitely for the next 6 months, I think till November or something, till the other ones come in, because obviously the Mercury retrograde is going to come in with that Sag, and because I think that's for about a month. That's in Gemini, and then we will be having the solar eclipse in Gemini also. But we'll look at those and see how they connect. But this is about creating, a win-win situation from something that is something shocking being revealed, and then it's temperance, it's temper. So because this comes under Mars, it's like temper it down, because obviously that's fire and heat, and then she's got the water to temper something down. So maybe this week, around the middle of the week, maybe if we looked at it that beginning of the week, middle of the week, the end of the week, maybe tempers, or because Sag is fire, maybe it's about tempering that energy down. Maybe it's about cooling that argument down, if there is arguments. But we'll take a look and see because she's got the water there and pouring into the other one. But let's take a look, see what these want to say. Because that Mars energy, I can't remember what Mars is doing actually. But let's take a look, see what these want to say. Yeah, well, we've got the Ace of Wands here, which again, look, that looks like that's lightning coming down there. Where's my glasses? Lightning coming down there. As though that's been, you know, striking the tree. So it feels like maybe somebody is awakening, either personal to you or on a collective level. More people are starting to wake up because, but it's on this one, and maybe it's a self-realization that they need to be, if they haven't been, they need to be more generous. They need to be more fair. They need to be giving more. So, you know, those, I suppose, that receive without giving, it seems as though there seems to be some sort of a eureka moment, a wake-up call, a lightning bolt coming down, so to shock them. They're showing me something, that film about Age of Adeline or something, and then she's in the water, and it's like the elements and the electricity from the weather and the lightning, and you know, it's something like that. It's something very spiritual, something very about the soul. But yeah, this has caught the bush on fire or the tree on fire. But yeah, definitely an awakening. And this can be, because it's the one that's very creative, you know, very creative, very, very passionate energy. So maybe somebody that wasn't so generous, they're going to wake up and like become more generous. And, you know, you see these films on TV that suddenly they're going around, either that they know that they're will be on their deathbed soon, and they're going around and being generous, that sort of thing, trying to get some good dharma going. But yeah, this seems like there's some sort of a light bulb moment, an awakening, and somebody that maybe hasn't been generous will be generous. Yeah, we got this one again. I'm sure we had this one last week, but yeah. Again, it's because this card looks just so barren. His energy is just, he looks so unhappy, but it's like waiting for the rewards. And is this ever going to happen? But you need to be jolted out of that. Maybe that's what it is. It's like a jolt out of being in this energy, but the rewards are coming, because you've got your 6 there and you've got your 7 here, but maybe it might not come the way you think it's going to, but the rewards are on its way. And we've got the 3 of Cups here, which, you know, is on the temperance, which is all about, there's a celebration of some kind. This feels more on a collective level, it really does. But again, you know, the cups are full of water, and she's offering up, it looks as though she's offering up this cup to the stars, to the universe, in that form. But then when we look here, you can see other people there. She's not alone. But here it looks as though, you know, it's like the star card, and at night time, and you know, she's offering her cup to the universe. But what she's doing is celebrating. And there you can see there's other people there. And this is about friendship, actually. The friendship, socialising. But yeah, there seems to be some sort of transformation going on. That's the way it came out. Oh, we didn't do the ones underneath, did we? Yeah, because so where there has been restrictions, these restrictions are going to move. Now, is it something about Saturn meeting Uranus and squaring or something? Don't quote me on it. I mean, I read more intuitively than... But yeah, so to me, that says Saturn can be restrictions. But these restrictions could be because of the Mercury retrograde, because obviously it's the swords, and being in Gemini, it's all about the mind and things like that. But these can be self-imposed, but yeah, definitely the mental energy of Mercury retrograde will be, in its play, on its way. But also that Saturn energy, I think it's going retrograde as well. And Uranus is the great awakener, you see. So maybe around restrictions, it forces people, it pushes people to the point of seeing something differently. That's what it feels like. So I see that as a positive thing. Because of these cards here, sometimes something just has to reach a boiling point, and then it can start to heal, because this is very healing card, and that's what's going underneath. There's these restrictions, and that can be self-imposed. So obviously we have to look at our thoughts around something, especially this card here, and maybe because the enlightenment card is over the Seven of Pentacles. So what they're saying, only for some maybe, but something about not seeing something when it's offered. So maybe some self-sabotage. Got to be aware of any self-sabotage this week ahead. Let's have a look. Can't really see what's underneath there. Yeah, definitely, because somebody carrying a burden, feeling exhausted, and that's where the restrictions is. But because this is a bit like the people-pleasing card, and it's about learning to say no, or it's about learning to delegate. It's about not taking on too much, otherwise, so sometimes we can put ourselves in this restriction, this Eight of Swords energy. One, because we might not want to see something. Well, this is saying, well, no, you're going to see something this week, and maybe that's the middle of the week. Because this is about oppression. So literally from the Ace, which is a new beginning, to this 10, which is, reaching the goal. But you need to delegate, you need to see the restrictions differently, especially with the planets that are in the sky and what they're doing. They're there for a reason. Let's put some of these cards out. Ah, yes, it's still going. Just wondered if it was still going then. Let's have a look. Oh, lovely. The Clover card. This is like the Midas touch. And this awakening, this new beginning on a creative level, on a passion, your passion, following your passion. Obviously in romance, that's very sexual energy. So if that's been dormant, maybe those sort of energies are being woken up, and but great card to have on there. So some good luck. Yeah, definitely some good luck coming in. Maybe that's at the beginning of the week, so maybe that's Monday, Tuesday, but sorry if it isn't. And this is the Wednesday under the full moon scenario. But yeah, there's some healing of some sort that was definitely going to be going on around the middle of the week, because this is a weekly reading. Definitely some healing to do with profession, because of the Seven of Coins and this energy of waiting for your rewards. But you are going to be rewarded. The 6 is there. You are going to be rewarded. So like I said, for those that it's to do with finances, definitely there's going to be a light bulb moment. Something you're going to see something's just going to click. And that's healing for you, and that can also be to do with your profession. especially under there. And then we've got the book, which is about being patient. This is all about being patient. You know, the book isn't open. It's written, but it's not open. You know, and you have to turn the first page. To start any story off, you have to open the book and, you know, to turn the first page. And this can be books, anything to do with books for, you know, your job, publishing, writing, all that sort of thing. But usually it's about the unknown and, you know, needing to be patient and let things unfold. But under there being the Three of Cups, there's definitely something you're going to be celebrating, especially with the, you know, this is like you're getting all the support that you need, and it may appear lucky to some people, but they forget about all the hard work that you've done, because if you looked at it that way, that would be the heart of the matter. They would forget about all the hard work. This is about behind the scenes, and they would forget that how much, or not even sin, how much work you've put in, you know, when they might think it's like a 40-hour week when you've done 80 hours because they haven't seen all the hard work that you've had to put in, but the rewards are coming. Yeah, and like I said, because this is about tension, arguments, and I was saying something about tempering down, and you've got the water there to temper down if there's any friction, and this is what's going on underneath, because somebody feels burdened, so it could be, you know, through restrictions, and feeling that they're trapped, and, you know, so arguments could happen because they feel trapped in some shape or form. But let's have a look, see what this card wants to say. Ooh, we got the Hermit. So that's the Virgo energy. Number 9, the spiritual teacher. Yeah, because you know, well, it looks like Father Christmas here with the beard and the toys and everything. But there are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments, which is a bit like what he's doing there, really. He's sat down there contemplating. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. There we go. There we go. The 6 of Coins. Give to those around you. Shine your light, which we were saying at the beginning with Archangel Michael and seeing that beaming through. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. So that's what they're saying, to seek out a spiritual mentor yourself. Let's have a look, see what the romance angels would like to say for the week ahead. For love, most important message. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so this week, where love is concerned, we need to be paying attention to any red flags that are being shown us. Now, it can be as mild as, you know, what they call it, they're saying like a white lie, but you know, so this can be, you know, love is love, so it could be to do with children, grandchildren, or it can be with stepchildren, foster children, anything. It could be your partner, you know, but they're saying you need to be paying attention to it, because if you don't deal with it, then it will escalate, and then you know it then builds up on the karma, and then it's like you've gone further down the path, and maybe something that was at the foundation from the beginning needed to be looked at then. But we swap these intuitions that hit us, these red flags, like a fly, because we get those impressions, those intuitive hits, and it doesn't fit in with our ego's needs and what we want the outcome regarding love. And it's like, well, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And that's when we put ourselves in that Eight of Swords energy. And that's like, that can be anything, because of the people pleasing card. That can be taking all the burdens of everybody else. And with that comes, you create karma for yourself if you're taking on other people's karma and preventing people from learning a lesson. They have to learn their lessons. They have to go through this alchemical process. They have to go through it. You cannot go through it for them. And vice versa. They can't go through it for you. So it seems as though there's some sort of red flags that's going to be presented this week that will be, okay, thank you, will be cautioning us. And, that can be that you need to sit down and talk about something so that it doesn't build up and get to that boiling point. Instead of avoiding it and sweeping it through the carpet, especially if because it's a Mercury retrograde, especially if there's anybody coming back in, if there's been issues in the past and they've just put a plaster on it when it needed surgery, it's not going to work. They just can't come back in and sweep it under the carpet and not even address and be accountable for what happened. They need to be sorry, and they need to be standing in their own truth, but they need to be honest and, and be accountable for what's happened. So maybe because of the Mercury retrograde and people may be coming back in, it's saying pay attention to the red flags. Now that could be on a personal level, or whatever you're having to face out in the world, So, but it's saying, be careful, caution. Let's have a look, see what the heavenly angels would like to say. Miracles, lovely. And I got believe in miracles there. So yeah, they're saying, they want, believe in this. If finances have been tight, then believe in that. Miracles are on the way. And miracles can be in many shapes and forms. Even down, that can be a miracle. To somebody seeing something differently, they have a shocking revelation, which, lifts them up to another vibration. But they're saying, believe in miracles this week. They will show up. And yeah, we can miss that sometimes. But if you're in the moment and you decide to be happy now, then you won't miss it. You won't miss it. Yeah, moving forward fearlessly. So, you have to be brave. Anything that has been holding you back, or you're feeling restricted, you need to be the hermit and go within and listen to your own wisdom. And because this is an old soul and has had many lifetimes and has learnt. All you have to do is take the next step. Look, moving forward fearlessly. This is like, don't procrastinate. Take the next step. The lantern's there, the light's there, and you'll be okay. Decide to be happy now. Make that first step towards that happiness, whatever that is for you. You've got to be brave. They're saying. Okay, and then we'll just end with the universe message. Affirmation for the week ahead. Oh, look, and we've got all the different moons, which we'll definitely be going through this week. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of discomfort, but you know, look for the deeper meaning, and know that it's to do with your own personal growth. And yeah, there is some sort of discomfort there, but you know, it's meant to be, and it will project you forward to a place where you need to be. There we go. I do hope those messages help. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment. And I will go ahead now and do the Mercury retrograde. And I might see you back here for the weekly. I'm not too sure. Okay, lots of love. Namaste.